Hey there, Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Moon, Sagittarius Rising. Welcome to your success reading for January 2023. We're going to take a look at success and what's the opportunity, what's the challenge, and some advice from Spirit. Success could be, and it's probably most likely going to end up looking financial or career-oriented, but it could be around matters of the heart. So it's really about what success means to you. So, and for you, it is matters of the heart. There you go. All right, so that's what we're going to be looking at for what makes you feel successful. So, in the area of where do you feel challenged, we have here this energy of love. But I think this is matters of the heart is going to be around self-love. So the challenge is going to be understanding your own value and trusting that and really making decisions that support and nurture and care for you. And when we love ourselves, then it is easy for us to spill our love out into the world. But if we don't love ourselves, then we're always trying to claw it in from everywhere else, and that leaves us feeling insecure and instability of not feeling good enough. And so this is about really feeling safe and secure in the knowledge of who you are and of your value. And that really has an emphasis that's going to be brought more and more to the forefront as we progress through this year anyways. And so here we have Archangel Michael, the first chakra. And so this is definitely about feeling safe and secure, having your basic needs met. But in this case, it's your basic needs around love, and your basic needs always begin with you. Let's talk about how we talk to ourselves, right? Let's start there. Like, when we say things like, I'm too stupid, or I'm just an idiot, or I don't know that, or you know, I'm not good enough, or I never have enough, or all those things that we say, those are contracts that we're making with the universe about what we want our experience to be. And so instead, it's important that we speak to ourselves like we hope or wish that parents would speak to their children, right? With love and honoring of your individuality and of knowing who you are and trusting yourself and saying, okay, well, I didn't know how to do that, but I'm learning, I'm figuring it out. I'll do better next time, you know. And it's about really, you know, not being down on ourselves. And Sagittarius, you're such an optimistic sign, and I'm trying to think why you're taking such a beating, except that we do have Mars in your opposing sign retrograde. He's been there since October, and so me, I just felt like, particularly if you're a Sagittarius rising, that in matters of the heart, things are just not moving. But in general, no matter where that falls in your chart, because it is opposing your sun, it makes it hard to feel really optimistic when the action planet's not taking any action. You're like, again, still what? Is nothing moving here? Especially when you're a fire sign and you want things to be moving. And so I think that might be part of what's going on here. There's also this energy of just trusting in what is happening. And so connecting in with your higher self seems to be the greatest challenge. And so you may be so caught up in trying to meet your basic needs that some of the energy around connecting in with your higher self needs a little tweaking. So you have an opportunity this month to really transform your life by connecting in with your higher self. Here we have the overall energy, the chickens, okay? So these birds right here, they are hunting and pecking. They're laying on their eggs. They're nurturing. They're caring. And we just came off of that full moon in Cancer, which is very much the energy of nurturing and caring for others. And so the question is, are you also doing this for yourself? Because maybe you're so busy doing this for others that you have neglected yourself a little. And wow, you have so many things going on here. I want to look at the heart space first, because this is Angel of Love is where the challenge is. And in the heart space, you have the card of the whips and the snake. And this tells me that you are beating yourself up, saying nasty stuff to yourself about yourself. And I want to say, stop talking about my friend that way, right? Like, just because something is difficult or something didn't go as planned or whatever, it wasn't about you not being good enough. It was about you learning and growing. And so a perspective shift needs to happen where we turn around and we look at that and we go, okay, but what did I learn? Because in the action to take, we have the book. The book is closed. So that means we are supposed to go inside and look and see. Look and see inside of ourselves. What knowledge did we gain in this situation? And I really want to invite you to call on Archangel Michael every day. I do. Multiple times. But I start my day with thank you for creating a safe and protected environment for me to work through my day in. And before I do these readings, I always call on Archangel Michael and I ask him to please create a safe space for me to work in and for you to receive the messages in, so that they're beneficial to everybody. Right? But when I get in my car, I'm like, please allow me to travel safely, protect me from the wild animals that are jumping across the road, the drivers that aren't paying attention, and mostly from myself. Make sure I'm paying attention and not, And so it's kind of like this energy of creating. I really invite you to try to develop a really great daily practice of working with Archangel Michael, because he brings so much to the table. He brings in this energy of support and nurturing and helping you to meet your basic needs, but he also brings that sword of truth, and he'll help you to cut cords with things that are dragging you down. And it seems like negative self-talk is dragging you down and is keeping you from achieving limitless success. Because what we put out into the world is what we receive back. And so when we don't think we're worthy of it, then it's really hard for the universe to do anything else but prove us right. So when we believe we're worthy of us, it's really hard for the universe to do anything but prove us right. So then that's the people that are like, incredibly confident. It seems like everything falls their way. That's because they're confident. You can do that too. Everybody can obtain the gift of confidence by simply choosing to. And so the key to the situation here is we have this snake. This is the snake of transformation. This snake is shedding the skin of this nasty, repetitive self-talk. This skin, the key to the situation is you wiggling away from that, moving away from that energy, and moving toward in the area of resources, following your intuition and be open to receiving the guidance of the universe, Archangel Michael, and of your higher self, of only seeing beautiful, nice things about yourself. I can't express enough how your words that you use on yourself have the most power, the absolute most power of anything you do in this world. The way you speak to yourself, the way you think about yourself, the way you treat yourself. And so at the beginning of the year, all these ads, I've been noticing them, they're like, oh, lose 20 pounds overnight, blah, 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 whatever. What did I see? I saw something, it was like a body shaper, but it's like, it had this thing that was wrapped so tight, it looked like the most extreme hourglass thing. And it's like, that is not normal. People don't actually look like that. And they're expecting us to want to do that. And it's really hard to look at that and then look in the mirror and go, ooh. And so it's a rebellious act of self-love to just drown out what everybody else is saying and focus on the beauty of who you are and being kind and compassionate with yourself and loving and nurturing yourself and allowing yourself to grow. These are the things that are important. And so you transform the situation by shedding that skin, by releasing the burden of negativity that I don't know who did this to you. You're such an optimistic sign. It is your superpower that allows you to overcome. But being optimistic about the future isn't enough. It's knowing. It's not being optimistic. It's in the knowing that you really do deserve all that. That stuff is actually going to happen. Not I hope it will. I know it will. I know it will for a fact. Because you're definitely focusing on drawing, attracting, and creating abundance in your life. But there's this healing process that's been very difficult because in the area of what's been draining your energy, we have the card of the healing, the lilies. And so understanding that where you place your thoughts and your emotions. That's what manifests your reality. And so do the work of taking care of yourself, of scratching, doing the hard work, nurturing yourself. If you need professional counseling, get it. You haven't been connecting in with your higher spirit when I have these owls sitting in the area of challenge. And here, you know, there's this opportunity to really use this, to be open to receiving everything that you need. Because look, Spirit has your back. In the area of what to anchor yourself into, we got the bear. That bear's bringing you what you need, the fish, the safety, the security, the root chakra stuff. So Spirit has your back. There's a need for you to open up and trust that, and to shed this lower vibrational energy of uncertainty, of not believing, of not trusting, and of negative self-talk. And so when you catch yourself saying something that, you know, like those little tapes that play in our head that were programmed in there when we were, you know, like 4 years old or whatever, when we hear those things and we hear it come out of our mouths or even our thoughts, catch yourself. That's the first thing, the awareness. Catch yourself. Mercury's in retrograde, so this is a really good time to work on this. So catch yourself, and then using a Mercury in retrograde term, rewrite. Rewrite the transcripts. So when you say, I never can do that, say stop and say, I know I can, I will learn how to do that. I am learning how to do that. I will find the information that will help me learn how to do that. Do what you need to do to change that. Don't just throw up your hands. Don't say nasty things about yourself. Be as good to yourself as though you were your best friend. You should be your best friend. You wouldn't talk like that about your friend. I know you wouldn't. So don't talk that way about yourself. All right. Ever notice how when somebody dreams of happiness, abundance, health, romance, or friendship, they never have to wonder if it's in their best interest? But when someone dreams of a specific house, employer, love interest, deadline, dollar amount, or a diet fad, they often end up contradicting themselves. Keep your end results general, and everything else is just a how. Unrealistic expectations often result in us feeling like we failed somehow. You can choose to live healthier. That's a choice that you can say, I'm going to start today focusing on my health or my financial well-being or whatever this is, right? But instead of saying, I'm going to make $1 million this year or I'm going to lose 30 pounds this year, you say, today I'm going to focus on what I can do today to have a healthier lifestyle, to have a healthier bank account. What can I do today? And really focus on that. Something wonderful is happening for you right now. Love the universe. Something wonderful is happening for you right now. It's happening. The important thing to do is to be aware of it. Do the work. I really feel like when I see the whips, it's like repetitive action. So every time you say something nasty and biting to yourself, you immediately change that tape. And you trust in the abundance. There's a lot of inner work going on to create success for yourself this month. Do the inner work and trust that the universe has your back. Something wonderful is happening for you right now. Right now. All right? You guys take good care. I'm on Facebook every day, and I do weekly readings on Sundays that come out. So check those out. Guys, be good to you. Right? Say nice things. Talk to you soon.